Cheers guys, just decided to go for some racecraft online on MS2, as I've not streamed anything else than our community cup, which is taking place every 2 weeks. So now I've got a bit spare time to do races in between and just give it a go. I saw some players online as well. If you don't know RCO, you can find it here on the web. I stretched it. Wider. So this is the new layout of RCO for the hourly races, also the weekly races you can find here. And yeah, we just signed up for GT3 Cup at Spielberg, starting in 12 minutes, currently at the practice server. Doing some warm-up, and we might also do some GT4 here. Jerez. Maybe later today. Not sure if I'm gonna stream it. So let's see what the evening brings, right? I'm just setting up some things with OBS and my chat window. Alright. Oh, it's getting dark meanwhile. After sunset setting here on the Alps. Spielberg, nice track. Hey Tines, nice to see you, dude. If you like to join, I think it's bronze. If you're on the bronze rank, you can join it right away. If you have the track rating for Spielberg on RCO. You can still see those tire usage after standing in the pit for quite some time. It's still there. Interesting. Well, it's practice server, so speed limit doesn't matter here. You have to be more careful in the race quali then. Well, you can start as a rookie without any, so there are weekly races or hourly races every week, some changing combos. You can try and get your rank up there. And the good thing is it's not the same as our beloved Just Race, which we used so often. It's like a complementary thing you can use beside it, and both services have some unique features the other don't have, you know. It's a good thing to have, and we like to see this service coming up more strongly as well. It's that iRacing kind of jump in, you have recurring races over the day and night. You have a rating system in it. And you can drive against real people as well as AI if there are not enough. You have an adaptive AI jumping in the spots there. And with the latest update of MS2, the AI is pretty enjoyable now. And I really love that tighter margins now on the cars. You have to be even more precise. You can no longer go for that wide drifts you could do before, which was okay for me, but I always hoped it would be a bit more tighter, so less drifting necessary or possible, which is now the case. So your operating window is a bit tighter, but the feel of racing a car is now, how to describe it? Like you have to be more on point, and it's more satisfying to do a good lap in between tighter margins, you know what I mean? More aggressive, you say, okay. We'll see. Maybe not next race, because there are some drivers signed up. I hope they don't leave seeing my time. But it's not about pace, so most important thing is to have a clean race here as well. Like we love it in Just Race. And the safety rating is like the dominant. Then of course the world position between thousands of drivers registered, and that's a cool thing to have. Taking all the track there. You don't have to leave that sausage, the right hand side. It's enough else. You can go in with your left tires, but not with the right ones. Yeah, we'll see in a few minutes. The race or the quali will start. It will just be a 12-minute race, so really quick hop in and try not to do any errors. And every week you do the races, like in the GT3 we are in right now, and you can gain points for the championship, which is running in the background. So on the website I just showed you in the beginning, you can see your standing against all the other drivers and how you performed. And also their pace is not the key thing to gain. Depends on the strength of field, on your consistency, so how well are you driving lap by lap. And all that accounts to your final score. You can do many races for one combo per week and gain like an average of it. Even if you spot one race, you can have a good average in the end still. And especially the short races here with 12 minutes, if they start like every 30 minutes, you can do one race after another. You have to be quick then, registering for the next one, of course, but that's possible. And the higher you go in ranks, the longer the races become. overdoing it a bit. We'll get some notification in the top left when the race is ready. Some McLarens here in front, looking nice in the sunset. Yeah, I overcooked the last one. You have to feed it force on the inside. I slipped the front tires pretty early in the entry, so the speed, you cannot carry it through them. But if you get it right, you can carry a lot of speed. So let's have a look. Race starts, server will start in 1 minute, so it takes 1 to 2 minutes for it to create, and then you can join. So all the other guys already left. I see 8 registered. It's gonna be a human race only. That's nice. That's good numbers for RCO. The short break, 1 or 2 minutes till the server's up, then we join the quali, which will be a quick one, only 7 to 8 minutes. The funny thing as a streamer is the background drone sound of Amos 2 in the menu is actually a registered song somewhere in the world, and YouTube or Twitch will encounter it, or will ask you if it's a legit song. You have to, or you know what I want to say. I think it never got blocked, so like any I missed the word for it, sorry mate. It's not a non-licensed song, but you also don't get any beating, you know. Maybe I'll see afterwards. The server should be up shortly. Getting some details for the stream. Is there always things to set up? Always. Even if you got some preset going on, you always have to put in some details. Yeah, copyright strike. Yeah, it's not doing a strike, but it's registered as a known song and you have to reply if it's legit or not. It was interesting the first time I saw it. Alright, server's up, let's join. 16.2.4. It's using a whitelisting server technology of MS2. The only guys who registered for the race will be able to join. You don't have to put a password on. Oh, thanks, yeah. Got a race playlist here. So I'm going for our RPM League designed AMG GT3. Looks like I'm the only Mercedes on the grid. McLaren is quite popular and it gained in drivability with the latest update. Before, the McLaren was always very tail heavy, and after some distance the rear tires cooked themselves to death, so you couldn't steer the car anymore around corners without losing the rear. It's not anymore the case. I drove it a few times during the weeks and it's quite good now. So if you hated the McLaren before, you can give it a try again and you might like it. Alright, let's do some quali. I'll leave the tank as it is. Pit limiter on now. Let's see if we can have a good battle here. So I used TC to 1, ABS to 6 when tires are cold, maybe a bit lower when necessary. From the feel I can get enough power down on the brakes, even on setting 6. That's quite good. You can also feel those curbs are no longer more grippy than the road itself, which was the case in 1.4 and even before that. So you have to be really aware of hitting curbs now. You can no longer use them as a grip area. which is good. Car feels nice and settled. Good tire grip feel. Love it. Also a lot of information during braking in the wheel. .29 right away. That's what I was looking for. Couldn't get the turn in right, it's a bit late there, but still a good lap. No, too wide. But almost the same lap time. You can take that inner curve quite aggressively. You have to be careful not to hit it on the wrong spot. It can catapult you right on the left outside. Especially when you're on the wide sausage curb, you have to be careful on the gas as well. So put your steering straight. Try to be neutral on gas into a drift. That's what you could do before. You could force like a drift and could get away with a good lap time, but you no longer have to do that. It is penalizing you, and it's great. That's how it should be. It might work in a kart, in a go-kart, where it's an actual driving style, doing it that way. But not so in a GT3. Already last lap. I have to check the race configuration if it's 12 minutes or more. shifted the inside curb just a bit, which threw me right away. And you cannot grip up again in time. You have to lift to gain that extra grip on the front again, and makes it slow. Quite a good time here of CLS. Anything below 30, I say, is a good time. Many new guys, look at that. 1500, so maybe their first race on MS2, so welcome everybody. So yeah, I'm not sure about if you I missed that. It's 20 minutes. You remember my usage because it's not showing anymore? I used to dial it in beforehand. Oh dear. The 130, right? Yeah. We should take a bit more. Hey Udash. Nice to see you, mate. We should do like 15 laps in a 20 minutes with 130, right? I didn't prepare, just jumped in, got into practice for 2 laps, now qualifying, and let's do a race. 20 minutes and 8 guys. Maybe a bit more, so you're safe. I'm well, thanks, yeah. Hope you too.
Watch right, you've got a car right. All clear. One right. You good, you're clear.
On the outside. I like that when it works on the outside and inside stays where it's safe. It's a good start for both of us. So fair move there by Celeste. To take that force to the inside as much as possible. You have to be really patient, not to be on the throttle too early. As you tricky the weight shift, not overcook it. Also here, keep the traction and then make use of that contained traction on the exit on the gas. But if you start to drift, you cannot go on throttle again. With the sausage here. You push your right left, your rear left wheel against the sausage and you're on throttle too heavy, the car might spin. You have 2 ways out there. Even you go left across the sausage, like half the throttle, or you lift completely and stay inside, so off the sausage curb at all. And if you do it perfectly, you have enough speed to just lean against the sausage curb and make use of that tiny wall it provides. It's high risk, but also high reward if you do it right. So trying not to do any off tracks also, because it will reduce the safety rating as well. I like this. Straighten up, go across the sausage curb and you're safe. Also depending on the car, of course. In a Formula 1 it's not that easy. Yeah, nice to have you in chat, by the way, guys. I didn't announce it, I just threw it on. Hey, let's do a race, I thought, and saw some guys online on RCO as well, which is not always the case. Ah, see that? Ah, see that? How slippery it is on the inside now. Before you could like throw an anchor on that curb and ride around that curb on the inside, but you cannot do that anymore, which is great. I like it. If you do kart driving in real life, you cannot do this. If you go on the curb on the inside to gain some grip, of course depends on the surface, but from my experience in the kart, it's more slippery on the curb. And that's how it is now in MS2 as well. So Sellers doing good times behind, only 3 seconds in trail. Too fast. Fuel looks good. I got 20 minutes left in the tank. You can memorize it for the next race, which is 33 liters plus an extra lap. So 35, 36 should be fine. Very careful not to hit the inside. Keep it nice and smooth. Also here along very light trail braking. Keep the traction and be on the throttle as early as possible. I tried, you dish. Thanks. Bit more on the safe side now, get some distance, 6 seconds now. No need to force it like I would have against Dan Lewis or all the curb clipper guys. In general, the league we created with Just Race, with all the communities coming together regularly, is beneficial for all participants. So I remember a lot of those guys were a lot slower, and they gained good pace and safety over the past month. One of those is Tinas. When I see your first streams, how unsecure it felt to drive, or to watch you drive, now it's way better. It's a good progress on that, mate. Didn't you change your wheelbase? Learn from the best. Yeah, that's what I tried to say. Or learn from all the races, from the consistent training all the time. You know, you prepare for the next race and you get yourself into it, where else before you would have done something else. So that's really good. It brings consistency, and with it, pace, of course. So oil temp looks fine, 118, still in the green. You didn't have direct drive. Yeah, I could see it just by looking how you move the wheel. But now you have. What you got? Thanks. It's always practice. You can get rusty if you don't do training. Competition is not sleeping. Was R5. How would you describe the difference? You're heavy-handed. What does it mean? Corrected. Let me read it again. The biggest difference for me from changing from a T300 to DD1 was the quicker rotation speed once you for like drifts, you know, if you need to counter steer or something. We always lagged behind before, but now it's like direct. And it's not everything. In general, the way of steering for me changed completely. Before, I had to memorize a certain steering angle for every corner. And I tried to steer that angle for the corner. But it's no longer the case. What I do now is I memorize the force I have to put into the wheel to get that corner right. So I don't care for steering angle anymore. I drive by force. The same with the pedal. You brake by force and not by travel. It's the same principle for the wheel. It's crazy. Never thought of that before.
Right side.
Very fair, thank you, mate.
Okay, you're clear.
You have a lot of space. And I see that often on AMS2. Very fair behavior, especially here on RCO and Just Race, where drivers have some reputation to lose. I want to say it that way. The reputation is a good thing in racing. Because you identify as a driver. You come back, other guys remember your name, you know. And you don't want to lose your head and your everything that's connected to your name. So you're driving more gentlemanlike. And that's what you not get every time in open lobbies where everybody is unknown to each other. And that's a good thing of club racing or league racing, what we do for years now here on AMS2. And I'm pretty sure it applies to league systems in other sims as well. It's not about the sim itself. All about the people and the mindset and how they meet each other on the track. What I used to say is you're driving not against each other but with each other. And that tells it all. Spotted entry completely. See the lap time, 0.7. I'll read it afterwards, I just need to concentrate for the last 3 minutes. So I'll give you a reply on that. The sausage on the left can be tricky as well, so I try to avoid it. If you're next to it, don't steer at all. Keep it straight, right along it, but don't try to get away or over it. It might throw your car off. Oil temperature looks fine, fuel looks fine. We're set to go to finish that one. 2 laps left. was an example of the inside curb. You don't want to hit it that way. It unsettled the car quite heavily. Fastest lap so far. And the fastest one in the last lap. That's how it should be, right? Great, I liked it. GT3, you feel awesome. And going for the GT4 next. Thanks, Tinus. Thanks for sticking around. Now let me read what you wrote. Overreactive for your corrections. Yeah, but it's way less than before. You can just observe it in your stream. Even yourself, I think. Yeah, heavy-handed. Now I think I know what you mean. Like you're a bit coarse in your overall handcraft, so to say. But then sim racing is a good practice for getting that precise, tiny adjustments right. You're a big man, right? Are you tall? Never saw you standing, but I guess you're a tall man. Super smooth, yeah. I never tried it myself, so. Yeah, the beautiful RPM livery on that one, I like it. New rig on the way. Oh yeah, new load cells. Yeah, pedals are so important. Get the right pressure. You can also have the perfect pedal set But if you don't set it up the way you need it as a driver, it can be even worse than before. You know, it's like testing and trying out. I went through different pedals. With the T300 I used what came with them. I got the rubber mod to the T3 PA Pro, what the name is. And with the mod it was quite good, but it was still a poly, not load cell. But you got the sensation of being able to use pressure instead of throw. Not sure if the music is too loud, let me know. If you can understand me, that's fine. Okay, then I got the TCM Thrustmaster Load TLCM Thrustmaster Load Cell, which I used heavily for 2 years, and I got it for a bargain. You know, it was like 180 euro for a three-way pedal set with a load set brake, and it changed my driving completely. But then one of those springs broke, and I didn't want to replace it because, you know, it's always a progress. You're looking for the next pedal set somehow, and when something breaks, yeah, maybe you want to take the next step. And I never had a rig. I used a normal chair with rollers on, and I had to fix it not to roll away under braking, which was quite interesting to see how I did that. Yeah, I never wanted to use a rig because it uses up so much space and costs a lot of money, and it's heavy, and when you move you have to disassemble it, and yeah, I liked it a bit more convenient, you know. But in the end, to have a better pedal set, I needed a rig, because you no longer can put those pedals on the floor or fix it against a shoe carton. Before it worked, you could place it on the floor, fix it by put books behind or something else, and it worked. But all the higher priced pedals, they have no base plate, or some have, but they are pretty short, so you cannot rest your back of your foot on it to secure it, which I did before. So whenever I broke, I had to put my, is it the verse? The backside of the foot? The verse? Die Ferse auf Deutsch. And I could no longer do that, so I got different pedals, and they never worked on the floor. I don't want to say the brand because some love it. I hated them, so I sent them back. It was like 600 euro pedal set, 2 pedals. Didn't like it. Heel, yeah, thanks. Let me check the next race, by the way, while we're talking, so we're not missing it. Alright. So RCO you can see on screen, but it's not visible to the bottom side. I think I know why. I've cropped the bottom. If you never used RCO, the internal system uses like pop-ups on their website to show you your progression in rating, safety, consistency, and the S-ELO, which is a new feature, like combination of safety rating and how well you did in the race. Before it was like pace, but they got rid of it, which is a good decision for my taste. With pace you can distract people from driving safely, you know, everybody's trying to get the pace rating up. They overpace and they crash, and or if you're a beginner, you want to drive safe and slow, and you see your low pace rating, then you think you're shit, but you don't want that. So they got rid of it. Good decision. Now it's safety, consistency, and S-ELO. I need to uncrop that window. The next race is in 30 minutes. PT4. There are also caterhams here. We can do the practice. On this track, and I've not done my registration so far. You need 3 clean laps you have to do. Let's go in for the practice server. Also here you can see how many guys are actually registered for the next race. While we're watching, it was 2, now it's 1 again. And on the top side you can see a like a graph when the best time is to drive, and the most drivers participated per hour, like here 7, 18, 19 hours. Along the past 2 weeks, last week and 3 days also. To the creator of that website and its service, which is quite active in Discord as well. He listens to what the people want, and like that feature, it was never there before, but the people said, hey, it would be nice to see that online, and okay, let's do that. Let's do different tilling of that races, and they done it. It looks awesome now. Compared to like 1 year ago or half a year, it looked way different. Also hourly races, weekly races, all that formatting and the providing of content is highly dynamic, and it's in progress. And many guys believe in that service, so they keep developing it and supporting it, like myself. Also I'm using Just Race like 10 times more because of our active league history and progression, of course. But if you don't want to commit yourself to leagues. Here you can find hourly races against people, you get a ranking system, and you get a nice community meanwhile. Never had a bad experience so far with crashers or haters or anything like that. Really nice community, coming together whenever you can. And just jump in. The server's up, 97,418. This one. You see there are a lot of servers online at the moment with guys on it practicing or doing a race. It's only RCO visible here right now. Tinus, I thank you very much for stopping by if I have a bit of talk. By the way, we can join in one of our discords to talk on stream as well, so you don't have to write all the time. I mean, we got all that, right? So we can use it. So have a good practice. I might check out your race tomorrow, which must be one of your league races, and especially see you on Wednesday for our very last Community Cup race. Looking forward to it, multi-class freeway. Really nice. On Silverstone. In voice, yeah, there's on Discord voice as well, but I'm not in it right now. But I had races with guys on it, yeah. RPM F1, yeah, I missed that season completely. Wanted to concentrate on Community Cup and different stuff I was doing over the past month, so wish you all the best. Have a good one. See you then. See you soon. Bye bye. Yeah, I might take a break right now to see if there are people coming on. And let's keep it short. I mean, making not too long videos is a good thing, also to rewatch. And we had a good race with 7 other guys on RCO, which is a good thing. I hope it will continue that way. More people jumping in, also on Just Race, committing for leagues and doing league racing and championships. That's what AIM2 uses quite a lot, not so much the open lobbies. But if you never heard of services like Just Race or RCO, you might never discover them. So one point of that video to bring it closer to you, and yeah, give it a go. It's free. Have a nice evening racing, and I will be back. See you soon.